Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what's happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now, as we can see, look at this. XRP 26 cents. That's amazing. We're finally, step by step, we're going up and up, guys. You can see from Mr. Level Up, XRP is going over 30 cents here in the next day or so. 90% probability. The chart below is too dialed in. Look at this. Now, you can see the structure 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Same with Ethereum Classic, XRP, and we're at that stage after the 5. We could see here this boost right here, boost as well. We should see 30 cents as he's stating, 90% probability. So who knows what's going to happen. Before we jump into the news, I would like to state I'm not a financial advisor, nor this is financial advice. This is just for entertainment value only. We can see here Justin tweeted out, Interledger, a single global payments network that connects literally everyone. Let's watch this video. This is quite interesting, guys.
So with Interledger, again, open standard, connects different types of networks. It's use case agnostic, and it's about doing packetized money. So some people have heard me say this before, but I'll throw it out to the audience. What is Interledger's total addressable market size? All the money. Nobody wanted to feed it. Yeah, it's all the money, because what we're really talking about with this idea of the Internet of Value is creating a single global payment network that connects literally everyone. So
now look at that, guys. All the money. That was quite funny, but create a single open global payment network that connects everyone. All the money as well. So this is huge, guys. Remember, Interledger, XRP, the Internet of Value, guys. Martin, BitMEX is launching a XRP USD product tomorrow. I asked Arthur last year if XRP was going to be the next swap product added. It's finally here. If you're wondering how a swap Quanto works, he explains that here. Let's watch this video.
In terms of new products, you've built the most successful Bitcoin product, the perp swap, and right now in this industry, it's probably the smart thing to do, but exchanges copy you and Binance. You guys are clearly the market leaders. What's kind of your goals for new products that are closer, more aligned with what you have right now? Are there plans for perp swaps and other alts like Ripple? Are there plans for more futures? Are there plans for more options? What are you kind of thinking with your current offering?
So obviously we want to take in the success of our perpetual swap and take that further. So we launched the perpetual swap on Ether US dollar in August of last year, and within 2 months that became the most liquid Ether US dollar trading instrument. And the twist that we did with the altcoins is we added the Quanto feature to that, which basically allows you to use Bitcoin as your margin currency, and this is your profit and loss currency as well, and to trade risk that doesn't have anything to do with Bitcoin. So obviously Ether US dollar, there's no Bitcoin in there, but there's a certain number of Bitcoin per point, and that's how you earn. Now, obviously this is an exotic derivative, and there's some nonlinear components which have to do with the volatility and the covariance of the three different assets. But from a speculator's point of view, this is great. I have Bitcoin. I want to speculate on the Ether versus US dollar price, and I want to get my money back in Bitcoin. I don't really care about all the mechanics below the surface, and I really like the perpetual swap structure where I don't have to worry about expiry. There's a funding rate that I might be able to earn if I'm in the right direction. So that's sort of the twist that we've taken on that. We do want to launch this on other altcoins versus US dollar. We do it versus the US dollar because that's usually the price that people care about. We do already have futures contracts with altcoin versus Bitcoin. Those are fine, but I think as the Ethereum US dollar contract shows, the market really wants to trade against the dollar.
Now, there's going to be XRP USD from BitMEX tomorrow launching. If we go here, alert 200% proof they will start global currency reset 2020 economic collapse video from Epic Economist. Now, let's watch a couple minutes of this.
The devaluation of the dollar has been happening for the last 70 years or so, especially after 1971. The devaluation of the dollar is a monetary phenomenon and typically driven by lowering interest rates by the Federal Reserve to increase credit and liquidity. From the moment of the launch of quantitative easing, worried investors have asked, will the US dollar collapse? There are some probable scenarios that might cause a precipitous crisis for the dollar. The most authentic is the dual threat of high inflation and high debt, a scenario in which increasing consumer prices force the Fed to raise interest rates sharply. Much of the national debt is made up of relatively short-term instruments, so a spike in rates would act like an adjustable rate mortgage after the teaser period ends. If the US government struggled to afford its interest payments, foreign creditors could dump the dollar and trigger a collapse. A reset means the banksters will have to increase the price of gold. They own tons of it so that they can cover their derivative positions. This reset is needed to hinder the most significant and fastest increase in global debt in half a century from exploding. But for the average middle-class family or pensioner on Social Security, it'll mean huge inflation, as the reset will imply an exponential increase in the quantity of money by the Fed, meaning high inflation in the prices of everything, excluding for maybe some food items that are subsidized by the government to impede people with pensions linked to the changed CPI from literally starving. When you weaponize the reserve currency for personal gain, such as what Wall Street and the Fed have done on behalf of corporate interests that provide little to no benefit to even your own population, your days are numbered. The only thing that could ever threaten the dollar would be a sound medium of value, also known as gold. Third world garbage countries no doubt dislike being pushed around by the United States. They also don't like the continuous devaluation caused by printing the fake money that is the US dollar. The only thing more unbearable for the other 140 plus odd countries in the world would be to have their own budgets constrained by real money. So maybe the US is an abusive parent. But no country can ever return to sound money, not unless they abandon all social budgetary black holes, and ask the French how easy that is to do. As Mr. Rickard's points out, expectations of a global monetary reset emanate from the fact that monetary policies across the globe are unstable and unsustainable.
Now guys, if you guys would like to watch the rest of the video, I'll leave all the links down in the description below so you guys could check it out and investigate further. This is from Willy Wonka XRP, live footage of XRP lighting up the map while sustaining 8 million plus traded per minute. Hodl XRP Wonka knows from Fiat Leak. Now look at that. That's insane. Look how fast it's going. From Boy XRP, hey XRP community. So personally, I've never Joel Gatz make a digital gold reference to XRP until now. So now look at this. You guys can pause and read all of this if you guys would like to. But if you go here, banks, he said, will have gold that you could teleport into any vault in the world instantly. That's insane. Look at this. Where we see a big opportunity is if you had an asset that you could move globally in real time, and it was reliable enough and stable enough to use a solvent asset, it basically would become like a form of gold. Look at that. Would you guys look at that in real time, guys? This is from Ian Northing. On Bitso ODL exchange, XRP is the #1 by volume and is 5 times bigger than the second, Bitcoin. Will you look at that, guys? 5 million, 1 million, 5 times more than Bitcoin. XRP #1. It's from XRP Store. Big news. Ripple partnership with International Money Express Inc. Intermex. Year to date as of September 30, based on industry data, Intermex has captured 27% of the total growth in US to Mexico remittance volume. Look at that, guys. 7 billion plus. ODL XRP. So this is huge news from Mac Attack. XRP will not shoot at the moon, but much farther away from our solar system. If the switch is made become incredibly large, HODL XRP in 2020, faster, scalable, cheaper, carbon neutral. Remember, New World Order, Ripple XRP. Look at this, guys. The year of XRP 2020. When Bitcoin sold for $1, you couldn't really use them to buy or sell a house. You can now. Bigger transactions require bigger value. The higher the price of XRP, the larger the payments Ripple can target. Interesting quote from David Schwartz. Once again, guys. Look at that. To be carbon neutral. Once again, guys. the climate change agenda, XRP. Remember, now guys, we're into the fun part of XRP, the XRP community. Now this is quite interesting. Flip begins itso, bitso. Now look at this, BITSO. So if you take the opposite, it reminds of bitso. Luminous design, 14th February 2020 numerology. Now you guys can check out all of this, 11/20/47 and then 11/11/11. So it begins again. Remember that dollar. You're born tweeted out Trump Super Bowl ad. And ladies and gentlemen, the best is yet to come. Start at 23 seconds, ends at 27 seconds. 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, 2-6, 2-7. 5 seconds, 5 days. Monday, Friday, a week to remember. State of the Union, the Great Awakening. TikTok, the clock don't stop. Now that is quite crazy. Piss boom. Remember Donald Trump. We could see all of that as well. And then but the best is yet to come. XRP, one world currency. Here's from Blue Eyes. Last minute, Donald Trump will use his State of the Union speech tonight to launch his second term among the Stars and Stripes, already enjoying the filling of the impeachment process that will end tomorrow in the Senate. X. Look at that. Remember, Donald Trump, XRP. Now, Baba Cook tweets out a lot of stuff as well. We could see here so much I could say. Normal people can't grasp the reality of what's about to happen. It's not their fault. And then the last tweet for today's video, everything was agreed on January 23rd. Do you think the night was there for no reason? Monetary systems will be flipped upside down overnight. Everything they told you has happened. Soon you'll see who was right all along. I'm just a messenger. Spartan 11-7. Can you hear me? Look at that, guys. Monetary systems will be flipped upside down overnight. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And yeah, guys, see ya.